Riverkeeper says they are planning to hold a public meeting in the next couple of weeks for people to ask more questions about this new concept.
Well, new at 6 o'clock, we're hearing from the mayor of Swainsboro after a lawsuit filed by 3 of his own city council members.
The 3 city council members are black, and they're filing suit because they say the mayor illegally shut down meetings, keeping them from voting.
Our Sloan O'Cone has been following this story with us from the beginning, and she's live in our newsroom with what the mayor has to say today. Sloan.
Well, this all started with what should have been the end to a Zoom call when the mayor of Swainsboro and the city administrator made some questionable comments that are now under scrutiny. Here's a listen to the conversation that sparked the lawsuit.
This whole oh, you telling me? I have to live it, Charles. Of course you do too.
Tells us the reason he made the comment is to describe what was, in his opinion, an unruly, undisciplined, disrespectful meeting that happened on August 24th. The mayor also says there is no source stated and no information supplied beyond that to support such a claim. But I read the lawsuit in depth, which essentially says the reason the plaintiffs filed suit is because they believe the meeting wasn't intended for any substantial reason, but because the mayor, the 2 city council members, and the city administrator didn't think that they should have the power to make the critical decisions. They also think that race played a key factor. Now, Mayor Schwab said that he had no intention of it having a racial slur and that he strongly resents that indication. But coming up tonight at 11, I'm working on breaking down that statement further and the lawsuit, comparing them so we can better understand both sides.
And we are looking forward to even more clarification. Sloan, thanks for the update there. Live in our newsroom. The road's still closed.
Sign up for those too.
Filling in the gaps in our local school districts, the need for more teachers, more bus drivers is nothing new, but what is the number of open positions they have to fill.
News 12 Celeste Springer crunching those numbers in Columbia County, and she's live with us in the studio about why the district is so shorthanded.
They absolutely are, and thankfully we have seen COVID cases in staff dramatically go down the past few weeks. In fact, it's now the lowest we've ever seen them this school year, and fewer cases means more people working and less issues with staffing, but unfortunately things aren't completely back to normal, and they still desperately need staff. There's many things that stay consistent in Columbia County schools: lunchtime, passing periods, and dismissals. But there's something causing other schedules to get a bit out of whack.
It throws everything off when these jobs aren't filled or when kids get to school late or they're not picked up.
Columbia County is looking to fill about 50 bus driver positions. In a typical year, they're usually only looking for about 30.
I think more than anything is probably the pandemic. I think it's gotten folks concerned about their health, and we've done our best to try and mitigate those circumstances.
We took a look at the bus schedule changes today alone. The district reported 3 changes to routes just this morning. We checked back again this afternoon, 2 more changes. The district's website warns that delays should be expected everywhere.
Across the board, I'll say subs, custodians, bus drivers, you can never have enough of them.
A source inside the district tells us this happens daily. They tell us there's worry that more drivers will quit after Christmas break. But we also spoke with a bus driver with the district. They tell us management is working hard to prevent delays, doing absolutely everything they can.
I think things are improving. I think people ought to start to feel better about coming to accept some of these jobs.
And the district says if you're ready to take on this important task of getting our kids to school, they'd love to have you on board. And if you'd like to apply, we'll have the link to do so on our website, wrdw.com. We also requested the number of staff that is currently absent to see how this could be impacting staffing. We're still waiting to hear back on that. As of last check, when I had to come into the studio, I had not gotten that just yet. And one other light at the end of the tunnel, or really at the end of the week, fall break. That begins on Friday after an early dismissal. Definitely a nice break for all those hard-working bus drivers out there.
No doubt about it. Celeste, thank you. Richmond County also looking for more people to work in our local schools. The school system hosting a career fair next Saturday. That'll be the 16th. They'll be hiring at all levels. It's going to be at the Board of Education downtown on Broad Street, 9 in the morning until noon. And get ready, they're going to be on-site interviews and on-site hiring right there.
And a reminder for parents in Richmond County, there are a few calendar updates coming for you. Elementary school students will have a half day tomorrow. There is no school Friday or Monday. That's for fall break. And then Tuesday will be a learn at home day for all students. We're told learn at home assignments will go home with your kids this week. So if they say they don't have homework or work at home, check that book bag again. But teachers will be available Tuesday to help if your child needs.
Still to come, we've seen the plans. Now we know.
Here's Saturday night. Good luck, everyone.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, NBC 26 at 11.
Claims of racism and small-town politics. We're hearing from the Swainsboro mayor after 3 of his own city council members filed a lawsuit against him. They claim the mayor illegally shut down a meeting, keeping them from voting. One of those votes involves the city budget.
And this lawsuit also claims racism is a motivating factor. Our Sloan O'Cone live in the studio for us.
The 3 council members who filed this lawsuit told me the only reason they took legal action was to put pressure on the mayor and the rest of the council to finally hold the next council meeting so they can vote. Their lawyer says they have not heard from the mayor since they filed this suit, but today the mayor emailed a statement to us.
You go to the house and tell them, oh, kiss your you pull it out of the race and give it to it, and I'll give you my resignation off and tell them to kiss I go home.
The mayor claims there is no source or information to support a claim of racist allegations against him. Council members say the Zoom call pretty much speaks for itself.
This whole oh, you telling me? I have to live it, Charles. Of course you do too.
In the lawsuit, the plaintiffs complained the meeting was only ended because of their race, insinuating the white council members did not want to give the black council members the power to decide the vote. And this claim comes from a pattern of problems over the years. Back in 2018, Councilman Stafford, one of the council members who left the Zoom meeting early, apologized after suggesting kids in town who needed to find something to do to let them go pick cotton. Mayor Schwab claims in his email, for the past 16 years, there have never been any allegations of racism against him. As for this statement, he claims he had no intentions of that being taken as a racial slur. He calls it a reference to an unruly, undisciplined, disrespectful, and unproductive meeting where grown people who had taken an oath to serve the best interest of the city behaved like children. And one of the councilmen who filed suit says serving the city is all they want to do.
We are trying to help the city because we need to do what we're elected to do.
The mayor says they couldn't vote during that meeting because they didn't meet quorum, but the lawsuit cites the city's own attorney, who says in his professional opinion, 3 council members constitutes quorum. On top of that, because the city has no bylaw specifying the number, there's a universal law that says quorum is a majority of all members.
I'm thinking at this time, we do not have a quorum.
Sir, we have a quorum. It's only 5 members of council.
You have 5 members, you have 6 members.
No,
we have 5.
Their regularly scheduled city council meeting October 4th didn't happen. The mayor says it's because of the pending lawsuit. The mayor finished his email saying the lawsuit should be viewed as political manipulation during an election year because the 3 council members appear to prefer conflict over cooperation. Now the council members say they're waiting to find out when their next meeting will be.
All right, thanks for that, Sloan. New at 11, Richmond County officials say they're raising concerns over the redistricting plans. This is the draft, and they have